the Sun Devils have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Guys, let's look big picture Miami. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
The Sun Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Dropping back, it's Myers. Grab near the sticks, it's Lincoln. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here we go. Just keep slinging it. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Floating away. Makes the grab. Pulled down for the tackle.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Fires to the tight end. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hard running there. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Poe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you.
Wide open on the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man, it's Meyer. Zings it complete to the right. Lots of room to run. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And the Sun Devils line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. He's in open space downfield. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. He's still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The screen, he's got wheels. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the sneak for it. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Stockton. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds. They're in the red zone.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nice job by the... Sitting back in the pocket, you can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Myers. Caught close to the marker. It's Lincoln. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Trying to pound it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Meyer. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it down the right side. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
Scanning the field, it's Myers. Makes the catch. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Stockton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit it.
Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect. They keep the drive going.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Meyer. Fires left. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big... force the fumble.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Poe. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football ball. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Myers. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him.
Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Dances away. Firing to the right, complete. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll try to open his quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can... Paced. All of these touchdowns show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's Flowers. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Canes are in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. First down here for the offense. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Meyer. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Quickly complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Can't get him to the ground. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle at Stockton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations.
Touchdown, Miami! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
To the air, it's Flowers. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Lincoln. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To throw, it's Myers. Here's the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team